Viewers, how are you today? And hope you're staying safe. All right. This class is reaching you from Livingsprings Messiah High School. I am Adedayo Oyekomi, your teacher for today. I'll be taking year 6, the subject mathematics, and our topic for today, we shall be looking at fractions. Before then, the pupils have learned on fraction before this time, and they know some things about fraction. But with the help of this class, it will improve them to learn more in this course of staying at home. And as you listen, I am very sure that you will get one or two things. This class starts this way. All right, like I said, we are going to be having mathematics class today. All right. We are going to have a mathematics class today. Now we have the subject, we have mathematics. All right. And like I said earlier, our topic for today is fractions. Fractions. All right. And the subtopic under the main topic, fraction, the subtopic is types of fractions. Types of fractions. Types of fractions. To start with, we are going to be learning the meaning of fractions. That is what we need to learn first. Now, let's start with definition. Definition simply means the meaning of something or what something connotes as its meaning. Right. A fraction is a part or whole of something. I will take that again. What is fraction? From the definition on the whiteboard, we can see that fraction is a part or whole of something. A fraction is a part or whole of something. All right. Before we go further on this lesson, let's take a look at the whiteboard, for instance. In the first place, you will see that this is a whiteboard, and there's a margin, there's a line that is separating this whiteboard into two equal halves. All right. If I decide to remove the line, that is the margin drawn on the whiteboard, if I decide to remove this line or I clean it off, then the board becomes a whole. The board becomes a whole. But with the line drawn on the board, it has become a fraction, meaning that the board has been divided into two. That is the meaning of fraction, a part. So this side of the board is a part of the whole board. This part again is another side of the whole board put together. Did you get that? All right. Now, let's go to types of fractions, which is the topic in our main topic, fraction. Types of fractions. Types of fractions. Types of fractions. We have learned the meaning of fraction, that fraction is a part or whole of something. That's the definition, the meaning of fraction. All right. Types of fraction. Now, the first type of fraction, let's look at the first type, which is proper fraction. Proper or vulgar fraction. You can call it vulgar. Proper or vulgar fraction. That's a type of fraction. Vulgar or proper fraction is the type of fraction we're looking at now. When we talk about vulgar fraction or proper fraction, this is a fraction where the numerator is smaller than the denominator. In other words, it means the top number, which is the numerator, is not as big as the denominator. Let me give a case study on that. Illustration. Now we have 1 over 2. This is an example of proper fraction. This is a very good example of proper fraction. Another example can be 3 over 4. 3 over 4 is another example of proper fraction. Now let me illustrate this. Look at this number, is the top number. It is called numerator. The top number is called numerator, while the bottom number is called denominator or denumerator. Denominator or denumerator. Now, why is it a proper fraction? Because the top number is not as big as the bottom number. The top number is not as big as the bottom number. That is why it is called proper or vulgar fraction. Did you get that? All right. Now, let me give an example of this type of fraction with the aid of diagram illustration. Let me give an example with the aid of diagrams. That is diagram illustration. Let me illustrate it with diagram. All right. With the aid of diagram, this is a shape. I know you have not forgotten so quick because of this lockdown palaver, this type of shape. You should remember this type of shape. Okay? I think your parents, dad or mom should be asking you for my explanation now. A shape that has 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles. A shape that has 4 equal sides and 4 equal angles, you should be telling your dad, your mom, or your guardian the type of shape it is. Okay, it is a square. This is a square. When I have not shaded this square as it is now, it is a hole. It is a hole. So this square is a hole, as in it is 1. 1 is a hole. O means 1. It has not been shaded. But when I decide to shade half of this shape, it becomes a fraction. So this is a hole now. It's not a fraction. Now let me shade this square. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm using this example to illustrate this. I want to shade this part now. I'm shading this part. All right. In the first place, the shape was a hole. Now, the shape is no longer a hole. It has automatically become half. This is half of a hole. So half of the shape has been shaded. This is the example of the first thing I wrote here. Half of this square has been shaded. So this is an example of proper fraction in diagram illustration. All right, the other example now is this. The other one is this. All right. I said 3 over 4. 3 over 4. I'm going to be using a square. Sorry. If my drawing is not that circular. All right, I think it's okay. This is a square. In the first place, this square is a hole because it has not been shaded. This square is a hole. You can see the way I'm writing my 1. This is the way to write 1 in print in a standard way. This is the way to write 1. If you ask your kid at home, your child, your ward, they will tell you this is the right way to write 1. All right. This is a hole because it has not been shaded. Now I want to illustrate this fraction into this shape. 3 over 4 of this shape. The first thing I will do, I will take the denominator, that is denominator, I will make the pattern in the circle. I will create the pattern in the circle. And this is the pattern in the circle. The denominator is 4. So I have created 4 spaces. Alright. After creating the 4 spaces, it's no longer a hole because the shape has been divided now. It's no longer a hole. It's now a fraction. It has been divided. That's why we say it's no longer hole. Alright. Then I will shade 3 over 4 of this shape. That means I will shade 3 parts of this shape. I will shade 3 parts of this shape. Alright, it's no longer a whole shape. It has been divided into fractional parts. So the shape automatically becomes, let's count together, 1, 2, 3. 3 over the whole side the shape is having after the division. 1, 2, 3, 4 over 4. So this is the illustration of this example, and that's what makes it proper fraction. So another word for proper fraction is called vulgar fraction. So what I've actually done now is that I have divided the shape according to the examples on the vulgar fraction, and I hope you can try that at home. Okay, let me quickly say you practice this yourself at home. You can practice. Now, practice work. You can practice to divide this. Now, practice this quickly. The first one, try to shade using any form of shape. 4/8. Try 2/7. And also try 1/5. What I want you to do now is that if you cannot get cardboard, if you cannot get anything that you can draw on, it's very simple. Get a sheet of paper, and what you try to do now is that you draw any shape of your choice. Rectangle, square, circle, be any shape you like or you like to draw. Draw the shape. After drawing the shape, try to shade the shape according to the number of fractions on the whiteboard. Now, like I did mine, for example, I'm going to draw a circle, and I want to shade one. I want to have 4/8 as fraction. I will first divide the circle to the number of the denominator. I will first divide the circle to the number of the denominator, or to the biggest number in the fraction, the biggest one, which is 8. I will divide it into 8. You can divide it anyhow you want. This is where I want to do my own. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. So I've divided it into 8 sides. Then I will shade the lower number, the smaller number, which is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like this, like this, like this. I have the fraction 4/8. I haven't done the first one for you. I won't be doing the rest. You can practice this yourself at home. You can practice this yourself at home. All right. Now, like I told you earlier that we have 4 types of fraction. 4 types of fraction. I will be talking about just 2 today, because I really want you to understand everything I'm teaching you. So there is no cause to rush. We don't need to rush the lesson. I know with this simple explanation, you can do it on your own, practicing these 2 now. All right. Now, the second type of fraction, I will go to the second type, and that's where we'll be stopping for today. All right, we have improper fraction. Improper fraction. Now, example, 4/2, 5/2, 2/1, and so on. Now, let me quickly refresh your wisdom on this. You see, I just want to put out this explanation so it could be clearer. You can get it better in a clearer form if you can just apply this simple method I'll be talking about. You see, this proper fraction now, before we go to improper, you can actually use your friends, your parents, people around you to do the practical. We can do the practicality form ourselves using our friends. Please don't say you are going to practicalize it. The word practicalize is wrong in English. Do the practicality aspect, or you do the practical. Don't say I will practicalize it. No. Do the practicality aspect, or you practice doing it. All right. Try to carry your mom. You will see it's impossible. But your mom can carry you. If your mommy can carry you because she's bigger than you, that is a proper fraction. Your mommy can easily carry you. Your daddy can easily carry you. If your daddy is coming back from work, you know what usually you run to your dad. Your daddy will carry you and say, "My baby, how are you?" That is because your daddy is bigger than you are. But it's not easy for you to carry your dad. So in the process whereby your dad can easily carry you, your mom can easily carry you, other person can easily carry you that are bigger or taller, or they are heavier or weightier than you are. That is what they call proper fraction. Do you understand? Now, going back to improper fraction now, is a fraction whereby the numerator is bigger than the denominator. The numerator is bigger than the denominator. When I say numerator, for viewers home, what I mean is that the top number is bigger than the bottom number. I don't need to write the explanation on the whiteboard. With what I'm saying, you can get it yourself. It's very simple, self-explanatory. An improper fraction means a fraction whereby the top number, which is the numerator, you can see where I'm pointing to. This number I'm pointing at is the top number, that's the numerator. In an improper fraction, the top number is always bigger than the bottom number. Take note, the top number is always bigger than the bottom number. That is the meaning of improper fraction. Now, let me give a case study using your parents as practical at home. What am I talking about? Tell your mom to stand, or your dad. You know they are bigger than you are, they are taller. Tell them to stand and you try to carry them. When you do that practical, see what will happen. You see you're going to fall down. You fall down or they fall on you because they are bigger than you. So you can't carry them. You cannot carry your parents. They are the one that can carry you. So in a process whereby you cannot carry your parents, it is what they call improper fraction. It is improper for you to carry your mom because your mom is bigger, fatter than you are. That is what they call improper fraction. It's not possible for you to carry your dad because your dad is taller, bigger, fatter than you are. That is what they call improper fraction. If you want to doubt my point, try to carry your dad and your mom, and you see you will not be able to do that. All right. Let me tell you more about improper fraction. Then we come to the end of the lesson. We have 5/2 also. We have 2/1, 10/8, 1085/12. These are all improper fractions. In our next lesson, we shall be treating the remaining two types of fraction, which include mixed fraction. You can also call it mixed number. Any of the two is correct. You can call it mixed fraction or mixed number. And also we'll be looking at decimal fraction. Yes, this is the next target of discussion. In our lesson, like I've told you, we'll be treating mixed fraction and decimal fraction as the remaining two types of fraction under the four types of fraction. Yes, at this point, I would like to draw the curtains. In other words, I would like to stop at this point. I hope you have gotten something from the lesson. You have extracted a lot of wisdom and a lot of understanding. And in the case whereby you do not get anyone as you're learning now, or later you didn't get it watching the video, you can as well reach us through our WhatsApp platform, whereby we put more explanation on that topic. All right, I am still your teacher for today. I am Adedayo Oyekomi. Don't forget the directives from the federal government of Nigeria. It is very, very important you adhere to those instructions. Stay at home, wash your hands regularly with hand sanitizer, and maintain social distancing. Through these measures, we can all together curb COVID-19 in no time. Thank you very much, and God bless you.